Hello and welcome. Right, we are live yet again to do a deep dive on the architecture sets. So let's just get everything up and running. I know it's a little bit dark, but it will get brighter now. So how are we? How is everybody? Hopefully everybody's okay. That's why it was dark. I have the screen turned then. So question is from Reese. What did everybody have for dinner? So yeah, we go. So what has everybody had to stuff their face with on this Saturday evening, sorry, shall I say? So yeah, if you are watching this on the replay, there is a poll running as always, and it's very simple. What did I write? Best set prediction in 2026. What theme do you think is going to have the best set this year? Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Lego Icons, or something else? We're already 6 votes in after 45 seconds, so that's not too bad at all. So if you've clicked something else, let me know what you think that is going to be. Now, we're going to spend the next hour or so looking at some of the architecture sets. I am going to be using Bricklink along with some of the other bits and pieces as well, just to see what we've got. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with regards to what we actually stumble. So we're going to start off with obviously the big one, the tower. If obviously we've got to pretend that we've never seen this before. Do we like the Eiffel Tower? What do we think? Of course, if you are watching this on the replay, then of course let me know if you actually have it, if it's worth it. Is it any good, or is it just an absolute swine to put back together? So I think this potentially is going to be the next big set that I get. I think it's going to be up there. And now we are basically in the process of creating a theme park display for a Miniland Legoland area. So this will have to be added in at some point. Now, I am a big fan of this set. I think it does look very, very nice indeed. But we'll just have to see what happens. Now, because nobody's answered your question, Reese, I will answer it. On my behalf, I have just had 3 fish fingers and a small tin of beans with cheese. That's it. That's all I had time for. And I'm still getting the bean skin out of my teeth. So yeah, so there we go. That's what I've just randomly stuffed my face with. But I like this. I think this is definitely now on the radar, and it's made the top 3. It's made the top 3 sets that I want to get next. With regards to what we were talking about in the previous live stream, we are going to be creating a minimum of 16 base plates in space, a walk-through Miniland-esque area relating to a Legoland theme park. And of course, this is a big thing in all of those. It will be a perfect scale with the minifigures, and it is 5 foot tall. It just potentially is going to be one of the worst sets to put together ever. So yeah, I think it's going to suck, to be honest, to put this together, but I think it'd be worth it. I think it'd be good fun, and I think that's what we're going to be tucking into sooner rather than later. Now, the other big thing we'll be taking a look at the end, which will be the Pokemon set and the Titanic. But if we go onto the Lego website and then we go shop by sets by theme, and then we've got the architecture. Through the architecture, we go into learn more. We've got all these bits and pieces to take a look at. So we'll see what the Lego group has to offer with regards to these. Because the sets are very, very good. You can see all of the little details and everything that you add in. They're all made up of smaller pieces. It's just how they do that. But the actual end result of these sets are brilliant. So it's like that with all of the others. Like the Colosseum, you go tan blind putting it together. But the end result of the Colosseum is very, very good. And I think that's going to be the same thing with the Eiffel Tower. And I think that's what Reese has just said as well. So I think the Eiffel Tower looks amazing when it's done, though, says Reese. And Mark says, I think the Lego Dreams 2026 sets are amazing. Yeah. Well, you got to tuck into the sets that you like. So the sets for Dreams, that's always strong. But yeah, I think the Eiffel Tower is a very, very good shout for my display now with regards to what I'm thinking of doing. It will make a painful live stream. I don't know whether just to try and do as much as possible in long streams, or just do a few bags and then have a secondary build going beside it, because I haven't heard a single person say anything good about the building experience, but the end result is amazing. Now, there's other gorgeous sets out and about from the architectural range, which we will click on using the Lego website. And of course, we will be doing a research for the older sets using the Bricklink design program. But you can see you've got all of these going across the bottom. The good thing is in the UK, loads of these are in big sales. So this was in a massive sale recently as well, I think. So it was what, maybe 40, maybe £50 knocked off. I've seen this below £100 as well. So we're spoiled in the UK to be able to get the architecture sets at a much cheaper price. The Great Pyramid of Giza, as we're now calling it, Giza, I think that does look very, very smart. I do like the all the boats and everything going across the front as well. I think all of this looks super, super impressive. And as you guys and girls are realizing now with regards to how it works in the mini land, this is just a smaller version of of some of the stuff that you do have. So if you look at the ones like the massive pyramids that they've got in Dubai in their mini lands and things, it is outstanding. So yeah, there is some gorgeous things on that. Is there? So there's an alternate build on Rebrickable for the Notre Dame, which is a Rancor pit, and it looks amazing. All right, well, we'll be checking that out in a little bit, Ultra Bricks. We'll have a look at that. Well, Mark, you have to let us know what Lego set your dad wants for his birthday next month. I'm thinking of picking up the Castle Says Reese. So, because you've got this one, Reese, haven't you? This is the one that you've picked yourself up. Because the first time I saw this was at the Lego house in Billund. It was actually built before it had come out. So, yeah, I think there's some good detailing in these sets. You've got the crack. You've got the crack going across the back, haven't you? Yeah. So, yeah, there's some nice stuff. Because what price is the castle? What price have we found this for? Because I do like the looks of this. I think this would work very, very well in the display now, and obviously in the more Japan-esque area. John Lewis. I'm thinking of picking up castle. I like the pyramid build. Need to get another one from Rebico. Yeah, very true. Yeah, John Lewis had it for £90, so waiting for another sale. It was that. Yeah, I thought John Lewis had this for a very, very good price. So I'm going to wait until that gets to that sort of price and pick this one up, because it's a very, very good thing. But that's the thing, when we're lucky in the UK that we can get all of these sets much, much cheaper. It's like the Lego Technic stuff as well, isn't it? You don't, as long as you're willing to wait. Obviously, the Eiffel Tower is a little bit different because it's as we found out, it's exclusive to the Lego store. But I don't know if I know this one definitely isn't. So that's under £100. But the other one, I don't know what this is doing. So the big castle, because this thing is brilliant as well. I actually saw a year or two back a big version of this that somebody had done as a mock. It was massive. Yeah, very, very impressed with the designer on that one. But yeah, the detailing on this, putting all of this together, it looks really very, very good indeed. And the nice thing is that they better not be. They're not stickers. They're all the little archways, because normally no stickers on the architecture sets. So I'm sure they're not stickers. They can't be stickers to the windows, surely. Right. So search on Rebrickable, mock throne room, Rancor pit. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Rebrickable. What's the coding for that one? 21061. One. Yeah, because the actual set itself, the Notre Dame set in Paris, it looks nice. That's another thing. It does look smart. It's retiring apparently at the end of 2027, so we've got plenty of time to get that. I don't know. Is this castle from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm sure there'll be people that will know. What, as a backdrop? Is that what we're saying? Is that what? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea if that's in there. I haven't seen. I've seen Cheetah Dragon recently, but I can't put two and two. I say recently. I can't put two and two together. 210 search replicable mock throne room rancor pit. Do you know what the mock number is? That'd just be easier if you had the mock number. Because I can literally just type in the mock number and it will just pop up. That's the castle. Oh, there, I've got it. Don't worry about it. I've nailed it. Here we go. Mock throne room rancor pit 21061 alternative build. So if you want, there you go. And that's what you can do. Obviously, you've got to add your own figures, but you can get those instructions, and that's what it will be. Because this set itself it's very impressive. Very impressive, and it is very big as well. Just flop that up. So that's because that's 4,000 pieces. This one for 199. So it's a big set. Loads and loads of teeny tiny elements on this one though, teeny tiny. So you can see all the detailing in with it. So again, if you're into this sort of architecture, it's impressive because the mock is literally just that. It's just this that we're looking at redone. There's other ones on there, which take in the other castles and stuff, but no, that's pretty cool. It's just this one, Reese. It's just this one. So I'll type that in a second, Mark. Don't worry. Yeah, so because this I think would look great. Just add it. I think this would be a nice build. All of them are nice builds. So that's the thing. And now you guys are understanding what I'm thinking of doing. I've got the opportunity to get rid of some much bigger, more expensive stuff, and then just have, because these aren't in height, in comparison, they're not massive. So they don't take up much space, but you can make nice displays out of all of them. And it does seem to be that this style of the bigger buildings now are all still available. But obviously the ones that I've got is just the little lengths, aren't they? I've got the little lengths, whereas these are the much more detailed builds of all the bits and pieces, which I think is a fantastic thing. So, yeah, I don't know whether to get obviously not that price, but something much a completely different price point, so much lower down, and run it alongside something else. But yeah, all of these that we're looking at the moment, there is more of them, so we will be taking a look at that. But with the architecture stuff, they've also got other little bits and pieces on the inside. So you've got the top eight ones. You've got everything gifted Italian, because I don't know what that would be like to build that that one on that one on the left hand side. But yeah, we'll start off with this. See what, because I've not clicked on the website this way. It's not, the architecture stuff has not been on the radar, but I've got, well, we've seen this. This is what I've just started to put together, and I love how the light goes through the blue and the grey. It is unbelievably eye-catching with it. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, as well, thank you very much indeed. And of course, if you've taken part in the poll, that is always good fun. Now, there is a huge Taj Mahal, which is the one that came out before the Colosseum. There is a massive Taj Mahal. But this would be a good do instead, because that other Taj Mahal was massive. The big Statue of Liberty, that's the one that's been out for a very, very long time. Does seem to be that it is retiring this year. So when does that have a redo? We've got the Golden Gate Bridge as well. That is not one that I've got. I've got Chicago, and I think I've got, I don't remember what the other ones I've got. I will find them and figure them out. That I have. This is a monstrosity of a thing, and I'm very glad I do have this set, to be fair. I think it's a beautiful looking thing. Do the castles both retire this year, says Reese. I don't know, Reese. That's because I haven't done a deep dive in the architecture sets when we were looking at the stuff that was retiring. We didn't even look at the architecture sets, I don't think. But we will find it out. I will find that out for you. And we'll make sure we type that in at the end. See, there's the little Paris. So that is because I've got this one new in the box. So I have got this one. So I don't I don't know if I need to build this one if I'm going to get the Eiffel Tower. So I could just sell this one. I don't know, but then it's got all the other bits in. Because you've got all of these are the stuff that they're now redoing in large, aren't they? So they seem to be doing all of the big architecture stuff from that. I have heard that they might be doing a larger Tower Bridge. That'd be. I wonder how that's going to be. I wonder if that's going to be like the postcard size, like they've done with Paris. Because if they're going to re-go down that road, then I don't have to worry because I'm not going to get any of those whatsoever. But I do obviously have this one, and the price points of these. Look, when they first came out. They pack a punch, and they're at a very, very generous Christmas present price. These aren't they? Spend £35 on somebody, get it in a sale for £10 knocked off, and that is just a nice price point where they're bigger than what people think. They're good fun to put together. They don't take forever to put together, obviously, and obviously something like this, much taller, much bigger, much more expensive. So they had a full price point within its own range, and then they started to sort of get a little bit itchy, and then now they've come back swinging with all of these bigger sets. But the question was, are these going to be retiring? Lego sets retiring in 2026. What is going to be retiring? So let's have a look. I can take a look-see, because I don't actually think we looked at the architecture stuff at all. So the sets that are retiring for 2026, following the end of 25, both the Statue of Liberty and the Great Pyramid of Giza is retiring in 2026. That's it. That's all that's going to be happening 2026. 27, they are going to be getting rid of London by the looks of it. The Fountain's going to go. Notre Dame is going in 27. And in 28, what's going in 28? So they've got a long shelf life. What's going to happen in 28? That's the one I'm after. Architecture sets in 28. No, the castle and the Paris City of Love isn't due until 28. So the big castle, the 3,455 piece castle, that came out last year. So Notre Dame came out in 24. That retires in 27. The castle's 28. So the only one that's going to be retiring in 26 is the Statue of Liberty and your Great Pyramid, going by the list. So yeah, going by that list, there's not that many that's going to be retiring. So that's good. But don't forget the Eiffel Tower isn't on those lists because it's under the Lego Icons range, isn't it? Is it retiring this year? Shaun the Sheep has come out, and he's come out swinging. Ooh, well, I've got a different list to you, because I've got sets retiring in 2026. Is the Statue of Liberty and the Giza. December 26. Oh, that's July. Yes. So the Japanese castle is 31st of December. So you got into the end of the year to get that one. And then the Little London set is the last one to retire of the little lengths. So I've got until Christmas to pick up the Japanese castle. Yeah, so it's on the Brick Fanatics website. They've got a list of retired of everything. Look, so you can search by theme. You can see all the stuff that's retiring, and they update it as they go. And they're affiliated with the Lego Group. So yeah, all of these bits and pieces that are on there. So you can see all the stuff. So again, just for example, Star Wars retiring in 2026, and we know there's your list. There are loads in there. Look, all of that stuff that's retiring. So yeah, that's where you can pick them up from. Right. So for Mark, quickly, let's have a quick look at this set that Mark is going on about. 10356. 10356. So the birthday gift. Oh, well, you can't go wrong with that, can you? 10355. Not so much. It's not an architecture set, but at the same time, it is a very, very nice looking thing, which is the Enterprise. So, question is, Mark, have you seen any of those? Do you know what it is with the Star Trek stuff? So with this, I think this is beautiful how the lighting comes through. I think it's a really very, very nice looking thing. But there is obviously a lot more on here, and we will not kind of spend a huge amount of time, but we will have a look on the Britlink with regards to the pricing of different bits and bobs. But you've got the Italian Riviera. That's nothing to do with the architecture stuff. Not interested in that. So yeah, the fountain. I don't know if people care about this fountain or not, but that is that one. So that's 1880 for the pieces. They have redone some of these, obviously, and you've got the Flying Da Vinci, which is out available at the moment, and the Vespa. So they have gone quite heavy on the Italian stuff. Of course, yeah, the Italian Countach. They had the Speed Champion version as well as the big Technic and the big Lego Creator one. So yeah, there's bits and pieces on that. But like I said, I haven't, because I've not clicked on this. I don't know how much there is to read and see. But yeah, I think that Notre Dame does look rather nice. I still can't find 100% what potentially is going to be taking over the Statue of Liberty, but let's get on to Bricklink. What is the Taj Mahal? Taj Mahal Lego. Right, so the Taj Mahal is an older Lego. It's huge, mind. Absolutely huge. Now, it's one of those where if it's mint in box, it costs an absolute fortune. And if it's not mint in box, then it's not as strong. But there is two. So there's two ones that are out and about. We're going to look at the original one first, which is 10189. So 10189 is the 10189. There it is. So the Taj Mahal, this thing. There's no minifigures to look at on this, is it? So it came out in 2008. So I don't know what the build experience would be like for this. It's big though, because it's 65 by 47 by 12. So there's a lot of detail up top, a lot of studs on show, obviously, but you can see that it's way back when from 08. So potentially the newer, smaller one might look nicer. Right, let's catch up with everybody. Shibo has returned. How many bags have you done, Shibo? Did you get stuck in the toilet again? Yeah, it evaded my gaze. Yeah, I see it. I know. Bad. I know. Reese says the pyramid should go on sale again. Shiba says hello. Just making sure I'm up to date with everything on the chat. I am good. So hello to everybody. Hello. So 9 votes in on the poll, and it's either Lord of the Rings or something else at the moment. 44 to 33 is your best set prediction in 2026. But if it's something else, what is it going to be? What do you think that's going to be? A lot of people vote for something else, but nobody's actually said in the chat what they think it's going to be. So be interesting to see what you think it's going to be. So on your screen at the moment, you've got the Taj Mahal, and can I get that on here? Taj Mahal, will it pop up? Taj Mahal. Here we go. All right, so this is the smaller retired version, which I think looks a little bit cleaner with regards to the color scheme, and it looks like it's just got a lot more color. So it's not small by any means. It's not a small set. But if you look at this one, and then if I just type in on the search again the same thing, 2991, it's a completely different sort of take on it with regards to the top of the roof. But this is 5,923 pieces, this one. So yeah, it is a monster of a thing. 2 base plates wide, nearly 2 base plates tall. So it's got the same, it's basically the same base as the Eiffel Tower. That's how much it takes up. And that's what it looks like on the back. But I remember seeing this in store. I remember seeing it, but I think it's had an upgrade. Oh, Felipe's come in with Mr. Girth. 100% for the girth. There we go. I think that's going to be the big set of the year. Because Mark says loves Shrek. Fair enough. No, there's no figures with the architecture stuff. No figures with these. It would be quite cool if they gave you like the custom designer of the person that actually sort of was working on these from way back when, or the blueprints or something. But yeah, there's some nice take on them. I think I might prefer the other one for size, because I'm looking at this one. If I'm going to have one thing, because don't forget that's 4 base plates. I think this one might be just a little shrunken down version. I think out the 2, this would be a nice one to go for. So yeah, I think out the 2, maybe this would be the better one. So yeah, that's the only thing with them. No figs. I know. Reese is done. Completed bag 3. Right, I've been busy on the phone. What? Who are you? Are you on the phone to Dino Rod still? So Shibu says, I've been busy on the phone. I'll go back to building in a bit. Your phone call conversation honestly must have started at about 3 p.m. UK time, and it's now 20 past 9. I think somebody's got an upset stomach. I think so. Yeah, Reese said I really enjoyed putting the little Ninjago character display together yesterday. Yeah, that's a nice set. That is a nice set. I am a fan. Now, are you going to give me the other? You're not, are you? Am I going to have to? Right. So in this, I've got to type in here. You've got to type in architecture and leave it, and then we can have a look and see what there is. Oh, the minifigures in the Natural History Museum. Yeah, so what have we got on here then? So we've got the castles available, because this is obviously the new way that they're going to be doing their architecture stuff. I think it's going to be this way and the bigger ones, because obviously London is retiring. So they're going to do a London postcard type style. And of course, what I want to do, that isn't going to work as well. It could work as a 3D image, because I could have it up like that. And you just walk past and you see everything. So rather than it being a long length, it's just 3D, isn't it? But I don't know if that would suit with what I'm trying to do. But I would be very intrigued to know how they're going to do London and all the others, if it's going to be that sort of same scale. Because again, they've got all of them in here, haven't they? They've added every single thing in on the Paris. And clearly it's very popular, because it was on back order. It sold out worldwide apart from America. I don't even think it went on back order in the States. I don't think. But it's in its own little stand. So potentially this will be the new way forward for this. But you can see how fat the base is. So I don't think it would work well for what I need to do. Yeah, so Reese says that the base of some of the architecture sets, like the pyramid, are deceptively girthy. Yeah, they've got there's some big size in some of those, because the one or two of them that I've got is deceiving, and they're also not completely straight. That's why it's perfect for a path to sort of zigzag around. So yeah, we'll have to we'll make it work. I'm sure we'll make it work. But yeah, so that's obviously the city of love. But what I want to do is I want to see what ones are no longer with us and how much they are, because we've got all of the different ones. Because this is my scale as such, and if I type in 21047. 2104. See, they don't hold their value at all. So I can get a brand new one of these for £47. Between at 47 and 130, this goes for. So we'll update. I'll update you as we go. But yeah, this is Las Vegas, and obviously Las Vegas has probably changed 10 times with hotels closing and opening since these. I couldn't care to know much about any of these, to be fair, because I think loads of this has changed. But some of them go for huge money, and some of them don't go for much money at all. So, DJI, hello to you. Oh, Sean has done some he's done some naughtiness. So make sure you let everybody know what day it is you're going to be driving around, because it's going to start raining. It's going to start raining then, isn't it? Well, to be honest, I say this isn't going for huge money, but if I type in 21047, this originally came out at $34.99. So to be fair, that is actually quite a lot of money for Las Vegas, because it's going anywhere from 47 to 130, depending on where you can get it from in the world and the quality that it is. So if I start to scroll down, so Belgium is 60, Germany 70, France is 70. So again, £35 that this one came out at. But it's the others that tend to go, the other style, I think, goes for more money. And if you think, if you're paying 4 or 5 times more the amount, I mean, the Colosseum, we'll just do that next, just to see. So what is the Colosseum? That's what I'm after. The Colosseum. Because this is, I would imagine, mental. Right, so the Colosseum originally came out at 474. How much do you think the Colosseum is now? How much do you think the Lego Colosseum is now? 10276. Get it in the chat. What do you think the Colosseum is at the moment? One 10276. Let that load up. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. What do we think it is? Is anything like the Taj Mahal? Maybe 750. The other sets. So going by Bricklink, it goes from £675 to £1,395, and that's new and sealed. Used, it's anywhere up to £700, depending on where you get it from. So again, take that with a pinch of salt, because that's just going by their pricing. But these, for what they were, go for massive amount of money. Because again, you can just pick this up for £35 now. When this retires, it will double, and it will probably double again. Right, let me catch back up with the chat. So Sean, who is now the Black Sheep, see, changed the name again in case people didn't wonder who Sean was, has hunted down a camping adventure to go with the A-frame, which I think would be a really nice combo. I think that'd be really, really nice. Are you going to, obviously, going to do all white? You're going to go all white with that. Need to mod the treehouse inside the A-frame. Lots of Easter eggs scattered around. Yes, I agree with that. Ultra Brick said apparently the Lion Knights was going for $399 today at Bricktastic. Not bad. Fair enough. Yeah, that's it. Well, it soon goes up. They soon go up, don't they? So it's amazing how people get some of the sets, and then all of a sudden the Colosseum just skyrockets, because the Colosseum itself is just a beast of a set, absolute beast of a set. But it's like Chicago. What's that? 21033. Again, it'd be a £35 set when it came out. So this is what I mean about it going for crazy prices. So it was £35 when it came out, and if you want Chicago, because it's an older set, new, the starting price is £135, and it goes anywhere up to £260. That's madness, absolutely madness. This I've got it, luckily. I think I have. Yeah, I have got. This is what I've got. This one. Yeah, there was. Yeah, they always sell sets there. Ultra Bricks. They always sell them goods. So what's DJI saying? 70751. What's 07? What's 70751? Oh, the Temple of Air Jitsu. Yeah, yeah. We know that goes for a lot of money. This thing's a gorgeous looking thing. Absolutely gorgeous. So it comes with the full array of the minifigures that you need. It's got all of them, the whole cast, crew, the lot in there. So yeah, so that's a very, very nice looking set, but it does go for a lot of money. But yeah, when this came out, it would have been maybe a little bit more than 35. What actually was it? Hang on. It was, when it came out, $44.99 when it came out. Slightly bigger, $34.99, and at the moment it is a minimum £135 to £260 now. Ouch. Yeah. They made a thing of telling people it wouldn't be there. What telling people what? The sets weren't going to be there. I'm confused. I am confused. I'm keeping an eyeball on the chat, but you guys and girls carry on talking amongst yourselves, because, well, YouTube thinks it's really popular when you guys and girls start talking amongst yourselves. It's they think, oh, look at them having a chit chat amongst themselves. So yeah, just keep talking amongst yourself, guys and girls, because it helps. So that's absolutely fine. But what else is there? So the original Burj Khalifa. So that was only a baby set when that. So what was this? 21055. 21055. When that came out, £44 again when this one came out. 21055. So this is a reissue, and it goes from 88 to 155. So yeah, it's scary again, just how much some of these do go up. Because I think the older Eiffel Tower goes for quite a lot of money now. You got the Big Ben. So what was this? 21013. So Big Ben was $24.99 when it first came out. I don't think I've seen this one. This is way, way, way back when. 21013. And that now is anywhere from 44 to 147. So again, chunk of change. Chunk of change. Reese is going to go next year to spend a lot of money. Fair enough. Draw pet. Thank you very much. Keep it up, dude. Yes, I will do my best. I will do my best, but feel free to chit chat with everybody else. I'll stay away from Shibo. On the phone for far too long at the moment, Shibo. So Sean's, I think, sending the people around just to make sure everything's okay. But Reese is obviously you're going to go to the show and buy everything. Dabbled with the NASA set. I'm thinking of getting. What have I done NASA wise? I know what one you're talking about. Because that actually is now on my radar. This, aren't you? Because this is a huge thing that they have at the Legoland parks. And this is the same sort of scale base. So I'm tempted by this because I think this would be a perfect Miniland thing. But apparently it is unbelievably painful again to put together. But just that base with the rocket, I think would work well in a theme park as a thing to look at, because in the NASA section that they've got in a lot of the theme parks at Legoland, that is the bigger models. They have a huge actual thing that takes off, and they have that. So yeah, that's a good call, that Ultrabricks. So what sets are we talking about, Sean? What are we talking about? 767. You're missing a digit, DJI. You're missing a digit. Painful build and no minifigures. My street. Well, that one has. It doesn't have the astronaut, does it? But it has, because apparently the main length isn't too much of a problem, but it's the base. Apparently, the base is just a pig. It's like a smaller version of. Because of the scale of everything that they're using, you can see why I'm saying it will go with the architecture stuff, and it's just another larger model. But it's the actual back end of it is the ball ache. So all of this bit is painful, because it's like it'd just be the same stage over and over and over again. But it's 12. It's just over a base plate deep, but it is 2.5 base plates tall. But I don't think that looks anywhere near as bad as the Colosseum or anything. So maybe it's not too bad. But no, this one, when I originally thought of my Legoland walkthrough idea years ago, the Eiffel Tower, and then when this got released, I was like, oh yeah, they've got one of those in there, but I've got no affiliation of going to space. So the retired sets at really good price tags. Oh, what at the show? The convention in Manchester. 762. Hang on, 76721. 76721. Mm, 7672. 7672. 7672 is the Star Wars set, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. So it is the Rogue Shadow. If you were to get it new, it goes anywhere from 350 to 525 pounds. So that's it, just there. Look, again, it's just basic rule. That's how we do it. It's just a basic rule. But this is the set. So from '08 it was. And then there's your minifigures it comes with. So that's your battle damaged Darth Vader, which I would imagine would be quite expensive. But are you thinking of diving into that one then, Ultra Bricks? Are you thinking of going in on that, or? Yeah, let's be honest. I think getting myself in for with regards to the sets that I'm thinking of now getting, I think they're all going to be painful, but the end result should be quite nice. But this one, I could take it or leave it. I could take it or leave it with that one. Right, this one. What was the original price of this? 21036. So this was $29.99 when it first came out. And this is now anywhere between 59 and 130 is what you're going to be paying. Well, yeah, if you've got a few of the other NASA sets, Ultra Bricks, then it'll be worth doing. This one is a Paris monument. Yeah, this one is. Yeah, there's a few of these from Paris DGI. Sean, yeah, I think it'll be good to go to. I wanted to go to. In all fairness, I actually wanted to go to it last year, and I said, "Oh, next year I'll go." And here we are on the 21st of February, going. I actually didn't know it was today's date, so I didn't go to a single brick show last year, which, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see what unfolds. We'll see what unfolds this year. But yeah, there's a couple of Paris ones in there, DGI. What else have we got? So Shanghai. That'd be interesting to know what that's doing at the moment. So this will be built tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream. This one. So this is 210. What? So 21039. 54.99. This one. So they are again completely different ranges. So the London one is still 34. So this one came out at a much higher price point. 21039. So 54. And it's now 58 to 165, depending on where you get it from. Oh, I don't see why not, Sean. I would be well up for that. If anybody, actually, all jokes aside, if anybody actually is thinking, because there's a really good show in Swindon. It's at the Steam Museum, and it's a 2-day event, and you can't just go on the one day. But I went to it year before last, and the retired sets that are on sale there, madness, absolutely madness. So there's a really good place in Swindon, and there was some other really good ones as well. Western was all right, but yeah, because a lot of some of the shows are huge for buying and selling sets as such, and others are big displays. But this one in Swindon was a mega one to look around at the builds, and also had a big area to buy stuff. So yeah, we can do a couple of shows this year because they're only normally on a Saturday, and easily just jump in the truck and go somewhere. That would be well up for that. I would be well up for that. Because I would just film the event and then just upload it onto the channel that night. So yeah, we'll happily do that. I need to check all the dates. I can't remember when that one is. But there's no, when it gets into the season, it'll be like there'll be a show every fortnight. So yeah, there'll be some good ones on there. Roaming Bricks is after the Minister Girth, going for the bit of girth as well from Roaming Bricks. That's the vote. Good evening or morning, probably to you, I would imagine. It's probably your morning time. So we're Lord of the Rings at the moment is at 57% in the poll. So with regards to Buckingham Palace, we are at 21039. I don't know why I was going to copy and paste that. 29. So the original price of Buckingham Palace was $44.99, 21029, 21029. And Buckingham Palace now is anywhere from 65 to 218 pounds. A lot of money. That is a lot of money. Yeah, where's that one, Reese? Tell us, Reese. We want to know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so Jay's yeah, he's a bit like that, DJI. And he's sort of a bit of a more fun character on in the new lot. Right, carrying on with some of the older architecture sets. I know this is expensive. So 21035. When it came out, it's going to be expensive. When it came out, it was 64. So the really nice thing about the older architecture sets, like I said, from £34 upwards is where they started. So they gave you this full different price point of stuff. And again, loads of detail on these. Look, as you can see, they do look impressive. I like them. But 21035, now we're at 21035, and it is coming in from 81 to £196 for that one. It's an expensive price point. Expensive price point. Thank you very much, Steve Bricks. I appreciate that. So everybody's liked the video so far. Thank you very much indeed. With regards to the poll, Lord of the Rings is winning with its girth at 57%. Star Wars is getting absolutely smashed at 7%. Icons is also getting battered at 7%. And you guys and girls that are thinking something else is going to be the best set prediction in 2026 is at 29%. But in the chat, let me know what it is. Right, I will catch up. I'll catch up with the chat shortly. So you guys and girls carry on talking amongst yourselves. Where did we done those? We've done that line. Right, Sydney. So Sydney's going to be another one that I'm going to be building back up tomorrow because, as we know, it's in the box. I think I've seen the bridge. I hope I've seen the bridge. If not, it's going to be in the other box. Oh, God, I've got a lot of pieces to find. I've got the shaft. I think I've got that golden bit at the top. 21032. So it originally came out on the Lego website. Try that again. 21032. $29.99. This one came out at $29.99. So 21032. It's starting at £95 and it finishes at 222. So yeah, £29. See, that's what I mean about the architecture sets. Some of them go for a huge amount of money now. So yeah, I've got this one. I'm going to be building this one up in the stream tomorrow. It's in the box that got beaten up and battered. So Sydney's on the repair list with a couple of the others as well. But yeah, when they came out, they're $29.99 when these things came out, and now they are a lot of money. Roaming Bricks says, "I love the architecture theme sets." Yeah, they are very, very nice. Roaming Bricks. Do you have any of them? Do you have any? What's the date? What date is it? What is it? I need to know the date, Reese. Let me know. And there's got to be other shows. There's got to be other Lego shows as well. Because a lot of the Brick Festival is the one that a lot of people are doing, aren't they? Because there's one in Cardiff. There's a Brick Festival in Cardiff in April. There's a Colchester one on the 21st of March. So this is March is the London Brick Festival on the 8th, Western Brick Festival on the 14th. Oh, Western then is it on the 14th? Ah, I've done that one. I've done Western. That's not a bad show. And then you've got Bury on the 15th, Sheffield on the 22nd, Bournemouth on the 28th, Coventry on the 4th, Doncaster's the 11th, Cardiff is the 12th of April, Woking is the 19th, Blackpool is the 25th, Exeter is the 26th, Milton Keynes is the 3rd, Gloucester is the 10th, and 10th of May is Gloucester, Southampton's the 17th, Norwich is the 17th, Colchester is the 30th, Peterborough is the 30th, 26th, and yeah, there'll be more as well. So there's plenty of those, and that's just those. There's obviously other events and other shows about from other ones as well. So yeah, there's tons and tons of them about. Right, let's carry on with these. Right, so the original Eiffel Tower. So how much was the original Eiffel Tower when it came out? 21019, 21019. So it's $29.99 when the original Eiffel Tower came out. And that was the box artwork. So again, nice looking set, 21019. 21019. It is anywhere from 57 to 130 if you wanted to backtrack that. Ryan says, can't find the architectures at Luton on the Lego website. It's got a nice Greggs. I wonder if anybody would do a Lego idea set for Greggs. I'm sure somebody will do somewhere. I can just imagine everybody wanting a Lego sausage roll. Let's be honest. I can see that happening. That'll be in the architecture theme. It'll just be a big Greggs sausage roll. I reckon that'll sell very, very well. Right, the White House. Also, see this. They've already redone this one. Look, so the fountain is out already. So what's that? 731, and the one that's available. See, look at the difference. So it doesn't even look like it's the same thing, does it? It's 1880, and you've got all of the different color, all the bigger water, and on this one, it just looks completely different. Why is the color so different? Is that a repaint? Oh, maybe it's been redone. Maybe it's been redone. Right, the White House. I don't know if anybody knows what this building is, but they did do something called the White House. I couldn't tell you what it's all about. 21006. So how much was this? 21006. So it was $39.99 when it came out. 21066. And it is now 066. It is now... can even find it. Doesn't exist apparently. 21006. What's going on? It does exist. So it's now anywhere from 51 to 163. So it's not as strong. It's not as strong a price on that one. Well, that's very true. It does indeed. Yeah, it does indeed. So there is some things that maybe need to be added and redone, because there's also the other big building, isn't there, down here? So that one there, the Capitol State Building. So this is a huge thing. This thing's massive. A lot of length on this one. I have got this one actually. So this will be another thing that needs to be rebuilt up tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. So Horde 66 does not get excited anymore about Star Wars anything. Nope, that's it. Don't blame me. It is all grey for Star Wars. All grey. You're going to get a load of new stuff for Mando, though, aren't you? So the new Mandalorian stuff, I think, will be a little bit more exciting. But they've just recycled stuff for so long. But now with Mando, with the new Marvel, and of course Harry Potter, everybody's going to be spoiled for choice. Now, with regards to this, 21030, this was $84.99 when it first came out. So how much has this gone up? 21030. 21030. It starts at 93 all the way up to £287. So big chunk of change, that one now. So, and this thing is massive. So Reese was saying before that some of the bases of these don't look that big. Yeah, I've got this one, Reese. Yeah, I've got the United States Capitol building. So this will be built up. So with regards to the sets that I've got, there's a few of them that have retired that I've got. So if we go through the list of the ones that I need to build up tomorrow, Chicago's retired, and that one I can't believe how expensive Chicago is. Shanghai is going to be built up tomorrow. Sydney will be built up tomorrow, and yeah, you've got the United States Capitol building. But Chicago, I don't know why that's so expensive. That's the really expensive one. I don't know why. 21033, because it was £44 when it came out. It might have just had a short run, because the Chicago it starts at 135 to £260, and it's £44 when it came out. And all the others are obviously they've gone up in price, but it seems to be Chicago and a few of the other ones are really expensive. But I think I have this one. I think this is the Chicago I've got. I've got all the boxes safe and sound. They're all mint boxes still, so I still have them. But I didn't really think that some of these would go up as much money as what they are. But Sydney's massive amount of money as well. Shanghai we know has gone up. I don't have the White House. I don't have the fountain, but I've got the Capitol State Building. Now this is rumored. This I'm sure I've got New York. I am sure I've got New York. Anyway, there's rumor also that potentially the Great Wall of China might be the next massive set. So it's a windy city, it says. It's a windy city. Right, live chat is what we want. There we go. I'm back on it. Kick me out the chat. I don't know why it did that for, so I can now see the chat. So there we go. Ryan says it's got nice Greg's. And it needs a ball. Yeah, need a ballroom. Windy City. RP. Yeah, that's it. Why is that? I don't understand what's going on. It's done something. I don't know. I don't know what it's done. It's not happy, but we'll carry on. So the Great Wall of China, 21041. It was $44.99 when it came out, and now it is starting at 56 to 174. So again, it's a basic rule of thumb. But why Chicago is so expensive compared to all the others, I have absolutely no idea. No idea whatsoever. And this one even splits down the middle if you want it to. So would they do this? Because if they did this as a massive set, it would be about the length of the Titanic. It would be like because it's just a long wall, isn't it? So it'd be like 5 base plates long. Oh, you lot are dreadful. So we're 16 votes into the poll. Everybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. The Lord of the Rings is still winning. There we go. So we all think, well, I say we, you lot all think that the Lord of the Rings are going to be the top ding-a-ling for that New York City then. So what's going on with New York? So the architecture set 21028. $44.99 when that came out. 21028. And that's embarrassing, isn't it? So there's clearly something not happening, something not happy, because there's loads of them. That's why. So for New York, It is the it's gone down in price. So you can buy it new from £21 up to 148. Whereas all of the others were starting at 100. It's £21 new at the moment for New York, because I think it's just recently retired, hasn't it? So this has been out for ages and ages and ages. So um people obviously don't seem to be happy with Chicago they seem to be really happy with, but the other American stuff at the moment all seems to be a much better value than the others. I wonder wonder what that's all to do with. Right, the Lego house. So there we go. Well, you've all had a very good look at this. I have got this now, so it's all nice and clean. You can see just its size and all of its glory. It's all nice and shiny with its nice box and its removable bits and the brick and everything on there. And you can see what it was, 44.99. It is still that price, may I add. If you, well, I don't know if it is that price now. It's still you can still buy it new basically from the Lego house in Billund. So you just got to have to work out the Danish kroner. But 21037, how much is it on the link of brick? It's anywhere from 52 to £221. Oh, there we go. So Ultrabricks is saying about length and girth in one comment. He's got it in there. So the Great Wall of China is going to be a big girthy thing and a lot of length. I think you're right with that. Oh, and you know what? I would definitely buy it now with all the stuff that we're doing. I think the mini gig. See, there we go, Reese. You can see the vision now. You can see the sets that we've got. So now you've seen the scale of them, because again the photos don't do them justice. You put a mini figure in front of it, and it just looks like a human being to what it would be. It would, like what we would look like to this is what a minifigure looks like to this. It's there or thereabouts, that sort of idea that what we're going for. Now, we've already looked at the Taj Mahal. I think that would be the one that I'd want to go for rather than the monstrous one. Singapore. I should have got that. I didn't get it, but I can get it from the Lego stores in Singapore because it's retired, but it's still available and in big numbers as well. So, yeah, be interesting to see what happens. But for San Fran, what is the price of this one? I think this was another. It'll be no more than 44 when it came out. Look at that close. Not bad, am I? So it's 44.99. I'm sorry, I lied to you by 99 pence. 21037. 21043. So San Fran is now anywhere from 49 to 130. So no, there seems to be a lot of love for Chicago, but all of the other places in America at the moment seem to be either they were just out for a very, very long time, because London has been out for so long. I don't think that will be over £35 for another decade. I don't think it'll be out for another decade. So you got Trafalgar Square. That doesn't tickle me whatsoever. Does anybody want the London buses and the black cabs and all that kind of stuff? I mean, I don't know if it's because it's London or what. I don't really give a flying hoot about Trafalgar Square, but I think it's probably because it's on our doorstep. £79.99 when it came out. 21045. And that one is 45 to 174. So yeah, that one's just gone nowhere. It's not gone down in price. It's just not really gone. It's not gone anywhere. Oh, do I need it? Do I need it? Do I want it? I don't know if I want it, to be honest. I don't know if I want the Trafalgar Square. Yeah, well, that'll happen over a period of time, Ultrabricks. That'll happen over a period of time. So obviously where the mini land's going, it's going in a different area where there's already space. So it's fine. So this mini land thing, but yeah, it's just good to see some of these sets. And it'd be interesting to see what else they're going to redo, because that's what they seem to be doing now. So some of them have had a redo, because we're obviously on the second page. But again, this kind of scale is the scale that works well. Paris has just retired last year. So there's another White House there. Look, there's Tokyo, there's Dubai. So they're the ones I'm interested in. How much are they worth now? Singapore. So this is actually still available in Singapore because I saw it last year. There was plenty of them. $54.99 when that came out. $54.99. And it is... What are we now? Yeah, it's still available. So it's lower, depending on where you get it from, because you'll more than likely be getting it from Singapore. So it's 36 up to 174, but I know that's still available at the moment. So, and it's got all the famous bits there. So you can see all of the bits that you want. You've got Gardens by the Bay at the front. You've got all the other little bits and pieces and all the pretty buildings and things. So that'll be on the list. I'll have to get Singapore. But apart from that, I don't really think there's anything else. For me, Singapore cityscape needs the lines. Well, that's true. That it is missing the lines. What else? What did it actually have on there? Is there no little Easter egg? Is there not a stud reference to the lion? Have they added that in? So they've got the water. Oh, would you pack in? Right, they've got the water. They haven't put a stud in for a lion. That's not supposed to be the lion, is it? I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive on this for you. What set number is it? 21057. Right. Instructions. Two 21057. Right. View instructions. Singapore instructions. What does it have in there? What's their reference? Because it shows us the photos. So if I was a really good person and actually did all the research, would have done this all the time. So welcome to Singapore. Breathtaking place, by the way. Absolutely breathtaking place. Done plenty of filming there. The Lego Park in Malaysia is gorgeous. So the design team has got it in here. So we've got the Marina Bay Sands and the center. So what we're looking at now is what's included. So all we need is to see a lion spitting water, and Ryan is going to be all in to the point of flying. You're going to have to fly over to Singapore, Ryan, and pick one of these up. You've got the Raffles Place included. There's the hotel. So you can see where that is across the bottom on the front. Gardens by the Bay, I spotted that. What an amazing thing that is. Gardens by the Bay. What a beautiful thing it is. Have they given us... Oh, they haven't. No Easter egg. Because that's obviously the roof. No Easter egg. Have they written it in the instruction booklet? I don't think they write anything in these instruction booklets. Go to the very, very end. Let it load. Parts usage. The Lego Super Trees are topped with recolored Lego hubcaps. That's a cool touch, isn't it? So they do give us bits. There's some stuff on there. Yeah, adding in all the detail on this. So the lines coming in, it will be somewhere around here. So overhang of 67 is so small. They put in more detail in this than quite a lot of stuff. But I'm afraid it doesn't look like the lines there. So no, I'm afraid not. You don't have your lion. Sorry to disappoint you. We'll have to have a word with the designer. I love building the postcard sets. Yes. So the postcards are really nice sets, aren't they? What postcards have you got, Roman? What ones have you got? I will be, Reese. Yep, we'll be doing a long length tomorrow. We'll be doing a long length during the afternoon, and then we'll kick things back off again Monday evening, I would imagine. So we'll just do one long one tomorrow because I want to build. I'm going to be building these up. I'm going to be building these up tomorrow, and then once I've made the space, I've got some bits and pieces to take apart, and then we will then be really thinking about the layout of the theme park. Probably it'd be nice to have most of these built and placed for the next weekend. So yeah, we've got some longer live streams to come. So I apologize in advance. Right, the Empire State Building. This must have some money to it now. So 21046. So it's 89.99 when this first came out. And it is anywhere from 75 to 190. Reese has got to go. Goodbye, Reese. You take care. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I didn't realize what the time was, to be honest, because we've been going just over an hour now. So yeah, I will. To be fair, how many more of these are there? Maybe we'll just carry on with this later on. Because I don't think this would take this long, but there's a load of buildings. I was only going to do it for an hour. Let me just go through. Oh, hang on. The postcard. Oh, they've added in the postcards. There's the postcards. There's the other ones. No, there's not 4 pages of stuff, is there? That's all right then. How is the Ninjago City Workshop in an architecture building? What the bejesus is that all about? I mean, I could understand Tranquil Gardens, but a horse? A horse? How is a beautiful horse made it into the architecture? What is that all about? Goodbye, Reese. You take care, and I will be moaning to myself about how is this a thing? Oh, look, there's a brick bank apparently, and you've got the Tower Bridge. There's the Colosseum. That makes sense. Oh, so we haven't got too much longer to go, and it's all covered anyway. There's the Paris. So there's a Paris postcard that's retired, and the newer style and the architecture range come out. So yeah, the postcards were really popular at the airports. So these are the last ones. Oh, there we go. Then we've got 3 more, and we're finished. 3 more, and we're done. That's all right. Then we'll do it all the way to the end. So there's the White House. I knew I shouldn't have clicked on this one. I'm waiting for it now. I'm waiting for it. Maybe people will be kind. 21054. So this came out at 89.99. 21054. And it is now worth $58 to $240. So this one is worth this. Well, to be honest, all jokes aside, this is never going to look like this again, is it? No matter what happens now. So this set, they could make another one. And you could have both side by side. Because I'm assuming when the building work is done at some point, sometime, then because this is the full thing, they could just redo this. So, yeah, I wonder what could be done. Right, Tokyo. How pricey is Tokyo? Right. Gonna be painted gold. I was waiting for something. I was waiting. It could be. Well, the thing is, though, if it gets painted gold, it will then be another color again, won't it? So they Lego Group now could be like, well, we're gonna do 3 of them. Thanks very much, because we'll paint it gold, and then when it gets rebuilt, it'll be done. Who knows? Who knows? But Tokyo originally was 54.99 when it came out. 21051. There's problems with the planning permission, isn't there, for that? Tokyo isn't that bad. It's 44 to 130, but there's 611 of them available. So again, Tokyo's only just recently retired as well. So some of these, there's lots and lots of them available. Whereas it seems to be Chicago isn't that many about. Isn't that many about. So that's why Chicago's worth so much money. Dubai. So that's what I'm missing. I'm missing that golden arch, which I must have put it in the pirate bit. That bit, all of that's complete. Everything else is complete. Just the golden arch I need. And then that'll be 100% complete then, which is good. 21052. $50 to $130, but there's nowhere near as many new on there. So as they get sold, they'll start to go up. Right, I think. Well, the Eiffel Tower's there, so that's what we're going to finish on. Is this the next thing? Is this what I do? Do I crumble? Is this the next build for the channel? What do we think, Ryan? What do we reckon? So 18 votes in now. We got the Lord of the Ring for the girth is at 56. Star Wars is at 11. Icons is at 6%. And something else is at 28. So not long. It's only a few months to make the decision on this, but I think because of all of the trees, that's what's getting me. That all the trees are in scale with all of the other architecture sets, I do believe. And it's just the actual set itself is massive. So all of that, I could have all the minifigures walking around underneath, and it would be absolutely splendid. Capital yes from Sean, even though the build is god awful. Honestly, how do I approach this build? How do I do it? What do I do? Do I just go full length, balls deep, and just do as much as I can every single time? Or do I just put together, because look at the amount of those that you've got to put on. I mean, let's be honest, just with this photo, it is the same element, isn't it? Over and over and over again. It's just bar after bar after bar of just repetitive length. You're going to go blind with the color as well. The base would be a joy to put together. I think just this bit in the photo, I think that'll be a really nice build. Everything after that, I will be headbutting a table. I think. I don't know if it'll be. I don't actually think headbutting a table strong enough. I think there'll be tears, absolute tears. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Sean. I don't know why I'm doing it to myself. Ryan says the problem is it is a little bit ugly, and it also looks like a butt plug. But this bit, though, you've got to agree that this bit looks like it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So if I just pretend to myself that it's just going to be like this. You've got the nice different colors. You've got the nice little bits and pieces, and it'll all be splendid. Look at the nice little trees. That all looks really nice. But let's finish the stream depressive, shall we? Let's actually look at look at it. Let's go from picture number one. Let's actually look at this as we would do. So there's the box. It's that big. They can't get the bloody thing on the side properly. He is going. He's full length on that. Putting that on. That might be the picture I need to use to zoom in on, because it just looks. I mean, look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. They are, Sean. Yeah, they're all micro scale trees, which means it's perfect for minifigure Miniland, isn't it? Because all of the other trees are micro scale as well. So yeah, it all. No, the minifigures are meant for that because the building should be smaller than the minifigures because it's a mini land. It's not a one-to-one scale. Because don't forget, if you look at the mini land stuff that we would walk around as adults, it's the exact same equivalent of that for us. So that's what the architecture sets are. So yeah, it's a smaller scale, but it would work for a minifigure. Ah, there we go. See, Sean's clocked it now. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why it works. So it wouldn't. Gotcha. He says. Yeah. So the if you just got to just think of it as the minifigures need to be bigger than some of the sets because they're looking on them because it's a shrunken down building. But the actual length of this is like the actual scale of the one that is in a mini land is biblically big. I don't know. It's like I can't. I don't actually know how it's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pieces that they've used for the one at Legoland Windsor. But look at that! Oh my good god! There we go. All makes sense now, says Sean. That's it. All makes sense now. See, it's an idea. An idea. That's where it's all coming from. So that's why all of the other architecture sets that I've got, a nice wide footpath going all the way around the outside of it, and the minifigures will be taking photos of the actual sets. So it's going to be my Legoland Miniland for minifigures, is what I'm going to do. But that photo alone makes me feel quite ill, to be honest, because if we just go deep penetration all the way through, it just keeps going, look, because there's the next level. So it just look at this, look at it. It's like it just looks like it's a fake photo. Why I can't my eyes can't even figure out how many of the same grills there are all the way round the outside. Um Ryan's like, "What you want? You want the Old Trafford set?" I was like, "Oh no!" Could you imagine? I wouldn't. I don't think there'll be enough acid to wash my hands for that. I don't think that'd be right. But I mean, look at it. It is out. It's outrageous. It is outrageous, and I think it would be awfully painful. Awfully painful. But because with regards to this, the base is four. It's 2 by 2 base plates. So it's 4 base plates in total. Then you got the next section, which I mean that section looks awful to put together. And then this is the bit where it's then not going to fit. That's the problem. So it's this section's not going to fit on the table, and then that bit's tiny. I was thinking, and it actually might be the case that it splits in the middle. And if that's the case, then it should be fine. I can get it fully erected. I can get it fully fitted. It just needs to go in a slightly different part of the room, and it will fit. Sean's just looked at the parts list. Do tell. No, it's. I know it's going to be awful. I know it's going to be awful to put together, but yeah, It's only because I've seen it in all the Miniland ones. So this is where I'm coming from. But look at it. It's just over 2 base plates wide. It's 2 by 2 because it's a square. Sean's now terrifying me with what parts are actually in it because I think there's probably 4 or 5 thousand parts of the exact same thing. I would imagine. I'd have to have like the Rocky theme tune playing or something. Because is that, yeah, look at it. It is, it's just all those bars. Because I'm assuming you build them individually. So it's going to be like the equivalent of building 80 leg, 80 leg, 80 leg 8, 9, 10, 11 times. But this bit, oh my good grief. I would put myself through the pain now. I think it's only fair to entertain Ryan with my misery for how kind he was donating the channel memberships last week. It's only fair. But I'm waiting for Sean to let me know what the part usage is. There it is. There's the blurred random photo of just not helpful for anything apart from it's higher than door handle, apparently. Higher than a door handle. And that's not helpful at all, is it? There's the very tippity top. Is that can I zoom in on this better? Maybe. I mean, look at the why is it beside books, a pair of glasses? I haven't got the right decor for this, I don't think. It's horrible. What? Do tell though, Sean. Please. Please do tell. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be. But we are going to wrap things up. As soon as Sean lets me know what it is, we're going to be done. So I will end the poll now. Take it easy, Ultrabricks. I will catch up with you tomorrow. So Sean says it's horrible. Yeah, it looks it. But then the Colosseum was also fruity as well. So can you just give us a little tease of just a number of One Piece? Like, is there 100 of the same thing, or a few hundred of the same thing, or is it really bad? That's the picture, isn't it? That's the picture because I can zoom in on that. There we go. That's the one I wanted. So this is the one that will go up slowly because all the others you couldn't zoom in enough. But yeah, this is the one that looks like it's going to be very, very painful to put together. And you know for a fact I'm going to lose an eyeball pushing some of these in. I've just seen the number 660. Is there really 660 of the same piece? Ryan's like, it's got 10,000 grey bars. Oh, 600. Oh, well, okay. I wonder what that piece is. But there we go. That's what it looks like in all of its free. And I think it's going to have to be done. I think we're going to go for the Eiffel Tower. It's available. It's not got a good giveaway, but it's got available at the moment. Might be a double points job though, because of you get £50. You get over £50 back in double points. So it's either going to be double points or as soon as I don't know. Oh, right, guys and girls. I'll let you say goodbye to each other. Take care, all. Take care, all. I missed the duck family. What duck family? Oh, no, I didn't get it. I know. I missed it. I missed the duck family. I know. I mean, I could. If I was to pick up the Eiffel Tower, I could get the duck family. It's still available. Oh no, it's gone. The duck family's gone. Ah, there's nothing left. So there's going to is it that means then there's no because that giveaway should have been running for the next few days. So it's sold out. They've sold out the duck. Look at that. See, no offers on the website at the moment. I've lost out on the duck. So what is going to come back spontaneously? I wonder. Right, guys and girls. Yeah, well, that's it. I don't need one. Absolutely not. But Ryan, 321 has some ducks. If you would like some ducks, Ryan will be all in on the duck family, I'm sure. Right, guys and girls, enjoy the rest of your evening. I will catch up with you all tomorrow, putting together these architecture sets. And yeah, enjoy the next 2.5 hours of your night. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye.